The other function of the noun phrase is the object complement. What does it mean, the object complement? You have to make it clear for you that it has nothing to do with the direct object and the object. And because it's something else, we are not here dealing with the question what or for what or who or for who. Now we are dealing with another issue. And the object complement is a function that comes to add more information about the object, the direct object. And it's always following certain type of verbs, like the verb here, call, elect, here again, call here and call here, elect, the verb name, the verb consider. Well, these are just a few. Our cousins always called my uncle a dictator. This is my English sentence. It's a complete sentence, full sentence, correct? It starts with a subject, our cousins, and a verb called. And here, what is my uncle? What is my uncle? It's, of course, it's a noun phrase, but I want to know the function. Its function is here direct object, because here I can just simply ask, our cousins always called who? My uncle. It is direct object. Imagine that I tell you our cousins always called my uncle, and stop. You want to ask me, what did they call your uncle? What did they name your uncle? So you want to know this, which is an answer for the uncle, which is a complement of the object. So we call it an object complement, not a complement object, an object complement. Same thing here, our committee elected Mr. Green president. It's a sentence in English that starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. And a sentence in English always must have a subject and a verb. Our committee elected who? Mr. Green is my direct object. Again, if I tell you our committee elected Mr. Green and I stop, you want to know what he becomes. And I tell you, now he is president. So they elected him to be president. So president here is my object complement. It complements this object, and I call it object complement. Object complement is the function of this noun phrase here, president. And the last example is Dad called the salesperson a charlatan. Here, again, it's a sentence in English. It starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop here. And what is an English sentence? It must have a subject and a verb. Dad called. All right. Dad called who? So I am asking who about this noun. So it is an object, direct object, who. Imagine that I just tell you Dad called the salesperson and I stop. I don't think you will be happy with my sentence because you want to know more about what I want to say about this salesperson. Okay, all right. So if I tell you more about the salesperson, I give him a title. Well, the title is a charlatan. So I complement the salesperson. I give him a description, a charlatan. So I call this function as object complement. All right. So this object complement is another function that a noun phrase can have. And there are some verbs that are going to help you when you know them automatically, when you find a noun phrase, you can say that it's a direct object. Sorry, it's not direct object, but an object complement. First of all, the first thing is that the verbs are all transitive verbs. Transitive verbs. So you have to go back to what the type of verb so that you know what is a transitive verbs. Right? When you know the transitive verbs here, they are all action verbs. You can never have an object complement here if you have a linking verb like become or the verb to be or turn or etc. Taste or all these list that you have, or the list of verbs, linking verbs that you may know now. So that's the second thing. The third thing, that there are some verbs which require an object complement, and they are like call here, elect, name, consider, appoint. All right, so this is going to help you. Elect, call, make, appoint. They appointed her a director. Appointed her director. The director here is functioning as an object complement.